Damn
Turn the light on or something.
Turn the light on.
It's week 6 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Trey McBride. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week.
Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And away we go in Glendale. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. Well, let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
They start the drive with Hall, and he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
First to try to run it, second to try to throw it, and both times you end up behind your own line of scrimmage. Break out the coffee along the sideline. Get everybody a dose of caffeine because one side came to play and the other better wake up.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, that defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets him around 6 there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. gets the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Throwing now, off play action. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a 31-yard play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals and their running back about to get back to work. And that touchdown on their opening drive, more of what we've come to expect from him this season. You can see he's one of the league's best at finding the end zone thus far. Man in motion here. To throw here on 1st down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Slot man in motion right. 3rd and long for him here. He's got a man left. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So no return on that punt. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throw reeled in by Whittington. And he's tackled for a short gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Cardinals football. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here on 1st down. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain on that play, and this is how we'll end the 1st quarter. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. That's caught for the 1st. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 16. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been having the kind of start he prepared for all offseason. And it's good enough to be top 5 in passing yards league-wide. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it. He's got him. That's McBride. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusting tight end.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. That punt goes 63 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Back now, pressure on its way. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawks football. They're set up at the 35 now. Play action on 1st down. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Give him 32 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing all the way to the... And the defender comes away with it. Trayvon Diggs has got it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Cardinals in possession of it once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Short side option here. He's running left. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A 1-yard gain on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw left side, complete.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. Back to throw now. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll throw on first. Short pass brought in. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running back sent in motion. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Cardinals with the football. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action here. Throwing deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
The Seahawks offense running out now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and McBride's got it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's a throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They go play action on first. It's complete to Whittington. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He sends this one to the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. Third down give to Hall. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. So it's halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals out in front. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. The Giants with a much-needed win to keep their season afloat as they push their record to 2-4 with the win. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown reception.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cardinals and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 8. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Now that is exactly how you drew it up at halftime defensively. Make a big play. On that money down, you got to cash in on third downs. They're going to be huge in the second half. Make sure you get yourself off the field in short order, which they did. And now you give some momentum to your offense when they get the ball back.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They start the half with a give to Hall. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2. They go right back to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Hauled in left side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Seahawks will have a first down. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 39. He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll send him over right. To throw here on first down. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Caught near the goal line. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Throwing now, off play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Right up the gut. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 39-yard line.
Looking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down. Finds a man right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the Seahawks 26-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. So now here's 3rd and 5. Hand off to Benson from the gun. Stiff arm success. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Only 1 yard that time, partner, so this is going to bring up 4th down and 5. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Moody knocks it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Dropping back to throw. That pass is complete to McBride. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. That's caught. It's Breece Hall.
You know, Kate, it is so nice to have a running back that can catch it, too. And a pass catcher that is so good in a select package of plays just like that through the air. That screen is devastating to a defense when you got a runner that can catch it like that.
Connecting on the slant. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. Play action on 1st down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus. Handoff now out of the gun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals leading by 7. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another carry for him. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And this one does not go far. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Back to the well again. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Punt team on the field. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Setting up to pass. Able to hit Hall, complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. That one complete to Whittington. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Finds his target, Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Cut out left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And they get the stop. This is going to be a turnover on down. So now their opponent's final chance coming up.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a